promised a mullet at exit interviews. I mean, that's long hair, but that's not exactly.
It's not, that's yeah. Nah, I thought about it. Kind of. Yeah. Would look gross, mate. Like real gross. Yeah.
What do you call this? Do you have a name for this style?
Yeah. Just letting myself go. Yeah.
So the off season treated you well, then, is the bottom line.
Yeah. Apparently. Yeah. No, it was good. Off season was real great. Yeah.
Part of that off season, you went up to Seattle, chilling with Nick Collison. How was that bro trip?
The bro trip. No, it was very, very needed. Well needed. Yeah, it was good. First time I've seen Seattle. Such a beautiful place. He's got a nice place out there as well. So yeah.
Is there something you and Nick sort of seem to have very similar outlook on just the importance of basketball and how how hard you play? Do you sort of have is there that mutual respect there between the two of you?
Definitely is. We call it like a brotherhood kind of thing. I see him as a big brother. Yeah.
You tell him how old he is on a regular basis?
No, he'll jab me in the nose.
Your sister, she's been such a, I guess, Olympic champion over there. So she got, I believe, 2 gold medals. How cool is that just to know, you got a bloodline that's got a couple gold medals?
It's pretty cool. It's, yeah, sets the mark high, sets the standard. But, yeah, no, definitely very proud of her and all that. Yeah, she's just a amazing, very dedicated and disciplined athlete. Yeah.
I saw you attempt to do what she does on social media, shot put. It went.
Why did you emphasize attempt? I did it.
Actually, you did. You didn't fall over. You kept your balance. You threw it. How would you say you did?
I think she was just making fun of me. I actually did all right. I threw it pretty far, but like the technique was atrocious. But it doesn't matter. It's just I did it. Whatever.
It looked okay, actually. Like you could potentially like.
No, you're being generous.
Okay. So attempted is closer to true.
It's good. It's fine.
One of everyone's favorite guys around here left last year. Kendrick Perkins obviously was traded deadline. I know you became close to him even though it was only a year and a half. Do you have a Perk story or something you think back on that just really reminds you of Perk?
Just always the only one that was the biggest impression was the alpha. Yeah, the when you try to be alpha dog. Yeah, the old Silverback story. Yeah, it's just always that one. It's just so funny. Yeah.
You got some new ink on your arm.
Yes.
How long did this take? And kind of talk about the significance of all that.
This one is just this one was about 10 hours. Yeah, and it's just based around my family heritage and family values and stuff. Yeah.
You had part of it earlier, and then you added, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. It's actually like a whole piece that's gonna come around. So, yeah.
Is that something that you only like to do in the off season, or have time to do in the off season? Maybe that's it.
What
the actual getting the tattoo?
Oh well, yeah. That's the only guys. There's only a guy who I only trust out there is the one to do it. Yeah.
So you sort of need your guy to actually pull it off.
Yeah, I mean he freehands it, so yeah. So I definitely trust him.
You've lived in the States now, a few years, 3, 4. What's the one thing about America like that's real quirky to you that you don't really understand?
Don't understand. Don't understand.
Why they do something this way, or why they do something differently than you grew up around.
The only one I can think of is just the football rugby thing. That was the one I found quirky. I was like wondering why no one wants to play rugby, but it's getting bigger, so that's the only one I had. But everything else seems normal.
Do you like football when you watch it? I mean, have you come to like it? Did you like it when you were back there?
No, not back there. I knew it was like a thing, but I never took interest. But now I do. Obviously, all teammates are teaching me different things, and I'm still useless at it. But I just chose a team. It's the 49ers. There's a Kiwi bloke on there, yeah. Kiwi guy on there, so yeah, supporting him.
How about Pittsburgh football? Mentioning that, how was your time in Pittsburgh? Because that was your first time in a big city.
Yeah, so it was great. It was unbelievable. But it was the first year of being away from home, so it was just a difficult time for me because I haven't done that ever. So it was just assimilating to the different stuff in America, and yeah, it turned out well.
You got to spend a good amount of time back home, and I know that basketball is growing there, and you're part of that, kids and just spreading the game. What's that been like to see more kids who maybe never thought about basketball as even something they'd want to try, see them out there?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's just very nice seeing progress. I've been coaching and been with these kids since I was like 14, helping them get up, and then now, how much they've developed is just one of the most amazing feelings ever. And then also just, my main goal is just making sure that when I guess American universities need players, they'll look in New Zealand. They won't overlook them anymore. It's just a look in New Zealand. So that's the goal.
Is that a lot of, I don't know what pressure is the right word, but just, I mean, that's a big responsibility that you're part of a country's movement to try to improve the sport. Is that big for you?
It's definitely, it's not big for me personally, but I know the impact that it's going to have on the kids, because all of them, they deserve a chance at getting a free education, which is what basketball provides. And so just making them go about it the right way, they'll actually get a real big head start on in life. You know, no student loan, nothing. That's an amazing head start in life. Yeah.
Last question: will you hit a jump shot this year?
I've been thinking about threes. I hope Billy draws me up something. That would be awesome.
Threes for Steven Adams, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here.
Drafted me.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, mate.